in this map example, we have it appears to be a school campus. All right, and we should notice any text on the screen. We've got main entrance here, theater, library, sports complex, and then to the main buildings. Okay, and the buildings we have the Brown Hall, Blake Residence, Queens Building, Parkway Flats, and Temple Rise. So again, the key words are not that interesting or not that important. It's really all about listening for the description of the places. Okay? Listening for those key phrases and trying not to get left behind or confused. So let's go ahead and get into the script. When we're finished, we will analyze what kind of language they used to guide us around.
Now, if I can just show on this wall map here where they all are, you might like to go and have a look round. If you come into the main university entrance, at the first junction, you'll find that Brown Hall is on the corner opposite the theater. So you're nice and near the station here, though I think it can get a bit noisy with traffic. The same applies to Blake Residence, which is directly facing the junction to the university entrance. These halls are often used by medical students and such like, as they're out all day, so don't notice the noise. Anyway, if you then walk along Campus Road towards the main circle, you'll see the library on the corner, and Queens Building is just past that as you head north. You will find that it is quieter here, and you may get fewer visitors. By the way, the circle is quite a feature of the campus, as it's set into the hills and has a brand new sports center in the middle. It's worth going to look around it. Now, the Parkway Flats are on the opposite corner to the library, facing the circle, as you head towards the main buildings. The main buildings are only about a 5-minute walk from here, and places in these halls go quickly, so my advice is to reserve your place as soon as possible. Then Temple Rise is inside the circle, next to the sports center, but further from the main university buildings. Now, if you'd like to go off and physically look...
Well, let's take a look at the script. So number 16, we're looking for Brown Hall. Sorry, the screen or the map is a little bit small here. I want to show you the script nice and clearly. So we're looking for Brown Hall, and we have it mentioned right here toward the beginning. Okay, and let's see. Right before Brown Hall, we get a bit of direction. So if you come into the main university entrance, so that lets us know where we are right now. We are here at the main university entrance, walking in, right? This is us walking into campus. So if you come into the main university entrance, at the first junction, you'll find that Brown Hall is on the corner opposite the theater. So right away, we get our answer for number 16. Okay, on the corner, opposite the theater. Okay, so notice we have a combination here. At the first junction is imagining that we are walking, right? Imagine that we're walking here, and the first junction, that means right here. But then we have just some objective description. We have it's on the corner, and it's opposite the theater. Okay, opposite the theater could be H or maybe A, but we know it is on the corner, and that must be B. So B will be our correct answer for number 16. Let's keep moving on and look for number 17. 17 is Blake Residence. Blake Residence, which is directly facing the junction to the university entrance. Okay, that's our description, directly facing the junction to the university entrance. Okay, facing the junction. Where is the junction? We already had a description here, the junction, which is here. Facing the junction. Which of these is facing the junction? That's going to be A. Okay, so our answer to number 17 is A. Okay, how about number 18, Queen's Building? Do we have it here? All right, now we're back into walking directions. If you then walk along Campus Road toward the main circle, so we're walking along toward the main circle. What do we have here? You'll see the library on the corner. There's our library. And then Queen's Building, here we go. Queen's Building is just past that as you head north. I wanted to point this out earlier, actually. I sort of forgot to mention it. But we have up here a compass. And almost all of the time when they include the compass here, you're going to get some cardinal directions, north, south, east, or west. Okay, so here's where it comes in. Just past the library as you head north. Okay, so heading north, again, we're kind of walking directions now. Past the library, that must be C. So our answer for number 18 is C. So you can see here in this first half of the script the combination of walking directions, but also some just objective description. Like A, it had nothing to do with walking directions. B, a little bit, just to get our bearings, right, as you approach the first junction. But this one, we really need to pay attention to the direction that we are moving past the library to the north. Okay, that's C. Let's move on to number 19, which is Parkway Flats. Okay, so we got A, B, and C already done. By the way, the circle is quite a feature of the campus as it's set into the hills and has a brand new sports center in the middle. It's worth going to look at it. Now the Parkway Flats, here's our first mention of Parkway Flats, are on the opposite corner to the library facing the circle. Interesting. Opposite corner to the library facing the circle as you head toward the main buildings. Wow, okay, opposite corner facing the circle. Now you would think maybe F, okay, but as you head toward the main buildings, right? So this has got to be E. Okay, this one's probably the hardest one, I think, because opposite the library, F is sort of on the corner as well as E. Okay, but facing the circle. F is actually part of the circle. E has you facing the circle. It's kind of across from the circle. All right, so our answer there is going to be E, but a bit of a tricky one, I think. Okay, opposite corner to the library, facing the circle. Again, as you head toward the main buildings. So from the library to the main buildings, that's that kind of combination of walking directions. Is F on the way from the library to the main buildings? No. F is the other direction. Okay, so we have kind of two clues. E is kind of facing the circle, more than F, I would say. But also E is on the way to the main buildings. Very tricky one, but I think the answer is clearly E. Now when we move on to number 20, okay, which is Temple Rise. All right, and we've got Temple Rise here at the end, is inside the circle next to the sports center. Inside the circle next to the sports center is G or D. Which one is it? But further from the main university buildings. Main buildings, further. That's going to be D. Okay, so this one has nothing to do with directions. It has everything to do with just objective description. Okay, next to the sports complex, far from the main buildings, must be D. Okay, inside the circle, next to the sports center, further from the main university buildings. Those 3 clues give you the answer. All right, well, I hope that these map examples that I showed here give you an indication of how the test writer is going to use, many times, a combination of walking direction or tour type, right, as well as just objective description next to, across from, facing, etc. All right, thank you guys very much. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me anytime. I'm always happy to help with whatever you need. See you.